All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, double honors to apostle elders in New York, GMS, and salutations to you all around the world that's teaching truth in your lives on the line for it. Shalom to you, serious Aqua. My name is Maya Kahala, Bungad, what you call branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we're not black. Hebrew Israelites, we are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, speckled birds, scattered abroad, speckled birds, Israelites who look like other nations, but their fathers' paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any militant, violent terrorist groups. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. And, this right here, the video, man, this website. So this is a good website called Kings and Generals. It'll give you different things in history, Uh, it's good for us, those that know, we kind of know a little bit more than the average people. But just like this for instance, just talking about the Inca Empire, all right, and to you scoffers who you like to say that the uh, that the indigenous people in Americas are not the Israelites. All right. You've been proven wrong, man. All right, you've been proven wrong, man.
I drive with Uber because my entire family they are.
All right, so you've been you've been proven wrong over and over again about brothers in the truth, those are really in the truth about us and anything. All right. So I'm gonna read this right here. I'm gonna play that video. It says copyright disclaimer under section 107 of Copyright Act 1976 was made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is use permitted by the copyright statute that might would otherwise be infringing. All right, so I do not own this video clip. Is owned by let's move this up. It's like you hear that noise in the background. My great niece is over here. All right, so this is owned by Kings and Generals. All right, so I do not own the audio to it, and I own the video to this clip. All right, I had that made any profit off. This is for educational purposes. All right, and the Inca is Asher. Okay, Asher, man, and well, but Asher, you got some that's you people gonna trip on the phenotype, so I'm just going ahead and put it. All right, it's Jeremiah 12:9. They Israel speckled bird. You got some that's dark with straight hair. You got some that's light skinned with straight hair. You got some that's Negro looking. It's Negro looking, man, but they are from the Northern Kingdom, right? But all this the old tribe, they're Israelites, man. Regardless what their phenotypes look like. All right, and they fit the curses. All right, you can go right here to Deuteronomy 28 and what's this? Deuteronomy 28 and Deuteronomy 28, 45, 46. All right, and you guys some that got normal looking eyes. So you scoffers in there. All right, you always come up with this mongoloid crap, man. And then, matter of fact, Benjamin Franklin says he won't go on a mongoloid crap. Crap dodger. Benjamin Franklin says that the people of Africa and Europe and Asia and America were tawny color. So so shut up, man. All right. But anyway, it says Deuteronomy 28:45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, shall pursue thee, overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not to the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments, statute which he command thee. And they shall be upon thee for a wonder for a sign, be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever. Right. Right, a sign, right, a sign of who is the children of Israel. That's how you go up. You go with the curses. You match up the curses. You match up the secular history, And that's how you know who there is. Like that's how you know that those people they call themselves Israelis or that the modern day state of Israel are not the true Israelites because they don't fit the prophecy. All right. So get to this tape. Get to it, man. All right, this clip. All right, now watch this. Hold on. That's cool.
Who possessed much less territory than Huascar, the Holy Roman Emperor and King of Spain, Charles V, received him and his riches in Toledo. As Cortés impressed the royal court, another veteran of the New World arrived at the city. It was Francisco Pizarro, the second cousin of Cortés. Pizarro had arranged to meet the king and planned to impress him with gifts. Gold, silver, feathers, natives, and bizarre creatures unknown outside of the Andes. Pizarro told his king of the magical land of Peru, home to a native empire that Pizarro assured him could be conquered in his name. On the 26th of July, 1529, Pizarro was issued a royal license to conquer this new land and named the governor of Peru. Armed with a royal permission, Pizarro set off recruiting potential conquistadors. He returned to his hometown of Trujillo, gathered his 4 brothers, Juan, Francisco, Gonzalo, and Hernando, and then set sail for the Americas in January 1530. The Sapa Inca, Huayna Capac, had recently subdued much of what is now Ecuador, when reports began trickling in. Strange men had traded with the city of Tumbes. Alongside these reports came others that were much more horrific. Chasqui's runners arrived daily, informing the Sapa Inca that a disease had appeared in the north and was killing thousands. Nothing like it had ever been seen before. Plagues were unknown to the Inca, so this strange sickness...
There you go. All right, what's on the curses? All right, Deuteronomy 28. All right, let me get this. Wait a sec. Yep, Deuteronomy 28 and 22. Yahweh shall smite thee with a consumption, with a fever, and with an inflammation, with a string burning, with the sword, and with blast, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee till thou perish. Right? So sort of diseases. All right. What's up? Let me see. Deuteronomy 28. And yep, Deuteronomy 28 and 61. Also, every sickness, every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them Yahweh shall bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. Right. All right. So nobody never heard of those diseases before, man. All right.
known to us as smallpox, ravaged the population.
And another thing, Esau came far from Spain. All right. What did it say? Deuteronomy 28 and all right, Deuteronomy 28 and 49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle fly, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. All right, and that's Esau, the eagle. Tongues, you know, that's why they had Hebrew interpreters with them, man. Some Jakes with them. All right. And some of the conquistadors, those were some of them were Judites, man, come against their own brother. All right, and they came and they enslaved the people. They helped Esau enslave the people in Peru. All right, they also known as Huguenots, man. They set up the slave trade ports over here, and Esau betrayed them and enslaved them alongside with their brethren, man. All right. Moriscos and these Moriscos and Sephardic Jews or Morano Jews. All right, some sellouts, man. Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man is turned among you, and very doubtless ash be evil toward his brother, toward the wife and bosom, toward the man and his children, with he shall live. Right here, you got you black only Israelites. You like to scream that the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Creek, etc. They had Judah enslaved. Hey, Judah was enslaving the 10 tribes coming over here, helping Esau out, man. All right, so don't come in this mess. Anyway, that's part of curses, man. All right. Let's get this.
The Eurasian disease was not brought by Pizarro, however, as it arrived slightly before he did, creeping in from North and Central America. In the following years, up to 90% of the empire would succumb to the disease. Sometime around 1527, the Sapa Inca Huayna Capac and his heir died from smallpox alongside millions of their subjects. 2 years before Pizarro had petitioned the King of Spain, Eurasian germs had initiated the conquest for him. With the succession now unclear and the realm divided, the sons of Huayna Capac both tried to claim the throne and tossed the empire into chaos.
Part of Deuteronomy 28:54. You know, right? Now these were literally brothers, but they from the same age, going against each other, man. All right, what it says in what's it? Your house says, house divided. And so it said house divided. Man, a house divided will fall. All right, that's what it basically means, right? Because then they're gonna take long. All right.
Atahualpa, who possessed much less territory than Huáscar, controlled his dead father's veteran legions and slowly pushed down from Quito towards Cusco. During the final bloody climax of the war in 1532, Huáscar's remaining armies were smashed outside of Cusco and he was captured by Atahualpa's generals. Atahualpa was camped over 900 kilometers away in the town of Cajamarca with a small portion of his army awaiting news of...
Now, Atahualpa, the Spaniards was getting in trouble. He wouldn't have got some big old Negro looking men. Now, whether they was Judah that came over there for Esau, whether they was Asher, they happening, coming in various shades of color. All right, that's documented, man. All right, but most likely they was Asher, man. All right, it was Asher, just looking like just a little bit tid darker and stuff, man. But all right, that's very interesting, man. All right, and there was some big dudes, man. Some bone breakers, man. All right, get back to
the battle. Even with the Incas' exceptional highways and their tireless chasquis, it would take 5 days for word of the victory to reach Atahualpa. There, in Cajamarca, Atahualpa planned his eventual coronation as the supreme ruler of the Inca world. He was eager to get word from his generals and set off on his victory march towards his new capital. But there was just one small detail that he needed to deal with at the moment. Reports were coming in from his chiefs that a small band of 168 foreigners, some of whom were riding giant llamas, was causing havoc on the coast, and it appeared they were now marching straight for Cajamarca. Atahualpa was curious, and rather than have these men killed, he decided to see them and their strange llamas himself. What could 100...
Oh, come on, man.
168 do against his 50,000. He had agreed to meet the Spaniards in the central plaza of Cajamarca. This was a ceremonial meeting between his vast empire and some lowly visitors. So, on Saturday, November 16th, 1532, Atahualpa entered the square at Cajamarca, followed by 6,000 of his barely armed men. A battle was not expected. Atahualpa was quite confident, as just the day before he had heard of his victory at Cusco and the capture of his rival brother Huáscar. So this was a day of celebration. Once he had had his meeting with this odd band of foreigners, he could march south and have his glorious coronation. Pizarro and his men had planned to emulate Cortés. They would capture Atahualpa, thus cutting off the head of the Inca Empire and paralyzing it. Atahualpa, as Sapa Inca, was supreme ruler of the empire, and it could not function without him. Pizarro had hidden his men in the buildings surrounding the square, and stationed the artillery and arquebuses on the far side of the square, ready to fire. Like too many fans in a...
Esau blessed with a sword, man. In Genesis 27, right? But it was time for Israel, for all 12 tribes of Israel, time for Yasharala. I mean, he principality, time for their downfall, man. All right, that's how a tiny band of 168 people take down this empire, small group of people, man. All right, the Most High was with them. Why? Because we violate the law, statutes, and commandments that he passed on to our forefathers, you know, the Israelites, right?
Tiny football stadium.
And one thing, the Incas had a martial arts system, man. All right, but again, you know, hey, Yahweh was with Esau, because Esau time to rule. Now it's time for Esau to fall. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. Esau the beginning of the world. Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is damn. You know what I mean? Jacob's the oh my God, I got it. Salah. Don't get so excited. I don't forget. All right, let me get this. Oh yeah, Esau the end of the world. Jacob's beginning of it. All right. All right.
The Inca troops crowded into the square, which had only 2 narrow exits.
Tonight's matchup, me versus an ugly fender bender. If Ike and Ike got a win, it's gonna be a miracle, baby.
It wouldn't be a miracle because Geico gives you a team of experts to help manage your claim.
Geico is awesome, baby. Geico.
Not a single Spaniard could be seen. As the sun began to set, nothing could be heard in the square except for a slight breeze. The fear inside the stone buildings was incalculable. Pedro Pizarro said, "I heard that many Spaniards urinated on themselves without noticing it from sheer terror." Eventually, 2 men appeared from the buildings and approached Atahualpa. Vicente de Valverde, a Dominican friar, and an inexperienced native translator. The friar read the following to Atahualpa. "I request and require you to recognize the church as your mistress and as governess of
Plantation Christianity, Caesar Borgia. All right.
the world and universe. And if you do not do this, with the help of God we shall come mightily against you, and we shall make war on you everywhere and in every way that we can, and we..."
There you go. All right. There you go right there, man. All right. All right. What it says. Hold on. There's Esau. All right. All right. This is Genesis. This ain't because Esau mad. He don't have that blessing, man. All right. All right. This is Genesis 27. Genesis 27:41. Esau hated Jacob because his blessing, and wherewith his father blessed him. Esau said in his heart, "The days of mourning my father out of hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob." All right, that's what it goes back. All right, Amos 111. All right. It says, thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgressions, Edom for 4. I will not turn when to punish the other, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity. His anger did tear penetrate, kept his wrath forever. All right. There you go, man. All right.
We shall subject you to the yoke and obedience of the church and his majesty, and we shall seize your women and children, and we shall make...
We shall seize your women and your children. All right, let's do Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28:30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not thread therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard. Thou shalt not gather grapes thereof. It says right here, Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Thy eyes shall look fair with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. All right. There you go. All right, so hold on.
Make them slaves to sell and dispose of as his majesty commands.
Ooh, there you go right there. And we shall make them slaves to sell and dispose of as his majesty commands. All right. Okay. You know, so right here it says, all right. It says slave. All right, Deuteronomy 28. And let's go ahead and get that. All right. It says Deuteronomy 28:48. And therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which I shall send against thee, and hunger and a thirst and a nakedness and a want of all things, to put yoke of iron upon thy neck to destroy. Right, put in slavery, literally naked. He had a yoke of iron. All right, cast iron around our necks. All right, there's like necks, so-called Negro Latino Native American necks, man, slavery. All right, and a want all things, all one things, man. All right, cause we at the bottom. All right, for now, or short now. All right, and one other thing, we gotta go to them for education, finance, everything, man. Clothing, food. All right, he said make slaves. All right, so you go right here, go on this book. This is a good book. African and Native Americans by Jack D. Ford. Jack D. Ford is a Gadite. All right, this page 32. It says, it's a good book. It's a good book that cut you 12 tribe signs scoffers. So you like to scoff the 12 tribe. And also you all black on the Israelites. All right, but nobody black. Our skin is brown. All right, but anyway, it's not necessary to review all the data relative to enslavement of the Americans in Panama, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Mexico. They are there, Mexico, Peru, and other. Canuck just called on that on live show last night. Oh, why do the Spanish don't look like the people ancient? They do look like the people ancient, man. All right, you're stupid, man. You don't do your research and anything, man. All right, they come in different shades of color. Jeremiah 12:9, man. All right, all 12 tribes, man. All right, you had so-called Judites had straight hair, man. All right, they came over here. All right, it says right here, Mexico, Peru, other countries, but there's sufficient evidence to indicate at least through the 1500s, large number of slaves were procured and shipped to various locations. All right, so there you go, man. The word shipped. All right, it says Deuteronomy 28 and we'll start 68. It's saying Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, right? Because the first captivity was actually in Egypt or the Atlanta Ham, right? Atlanta Ham, so-called Africa, all right? It says this time it's talking about captivity, it's talking about Dover, it's talking about captivity, and it's also talking about America, all right? It says again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see no more again. Right, the word ships, they've been shipped, ships, right? By the way, I spake only, thou shalt see no more again. All right, there you should be sold. Told him you should never see the land of Israel again. It said there should be sold unto your enemy, from bondmen and bondwomen. No man shall buy you. Right, sold means give it up. Most High gave us up unto our enemies, man. That's why the little small band of Edomites come in there, them Yahweh sent that plague, that sickness among them to drive those numbers down. You have to remember, the Incas are part of Asher, man. Asher was blessed with children. You read that in Deuteronomy 33, man. All right. I'm blessed with children. All right. That's why Esau, up in the modern days, he had the Asherite women in Peru. He made them get abortions, man. Or made them made them sterile, man. So he might no babies. All right, Asher was blessed with children. All right. It says the house should see no more again. Like the whole nation should send the whole land of Israel again. There should be sold unto your enemies, from bondmen and bondwomen, and no man should buy it. Right? So can't slaves, no one should buy it. Nobody's gonna save us. We have to serve the apprentices and sentence until your house shall come. All right. So I mean, no uprising. I mean, it's not gonna work. No militant groups not gonna work. Economic system not gonna work. All right. What do you think? Revelation 13:9 says on faith and the patience of the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites. All right. That's the Incas. Our Israelites from tribe of Ash. All right. It says ships. All right. So they was ships. All right. Let's get right here and get another one. All right. It says right here, page 33. All right. It says, all right. It says right here, thus the Spaniards was exporting American slaves from Peru to Colombia, and many were being sent to Spain. All right, with the help of the official, in spite of laws to the contrary. All right, so there you go, man. All right, and we'll say what are they? All right, so they was enslaved them, man. It said in a let me get this right here. It said after aborted Tupac Amaru, that's what the rapper Tupac named after, right? After the aborted Tupac Amaru, all right, rebellion in Peru in 1781 to 83. However, the Inca nobility, suspected of disloyalty to Spain, were executed in prison or shipped to exile in Spanish Sahara. Those are some America's reach still another part of Africa. All right. So where's the Spanish Sahara at, man? All right, let me get this right here. All right, so Spanish Sahara, that's over there. All right, this is Spanish Sahara. It's over there in Africa, man. They're right there. Green Spanish Sahara. All right, Northwest Africa. All right. So you had tribe of Ash and Incas descendants over there in Northwest Africa, man. Morocco. Today, Parasari area in Morocco. All right. You go to what it says. It says what? It says Deuteronomy 28 and 64. It said, Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth unto the other. There thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers had known, even wood and stone. All right, there you go. All right. Okay, so it's proved that the Incas, the indigenous people of Americas, are the Israelites, man. All right, there's no getting around it, man. All right.
And we shall do all the evil and damage to you that we are able. And I must insist that the deaths and destruction that result from this will be all your fault.
Devil, man. All right, but this proved that the indigenous people out of Americas are the Israelites, man. There's no getting around it, man. All right, it don't say in Deuteronomy 2:8, it don't say the Hamites going to suffer the curses. Don't say the Moabites is going to suffer the curses. All right, don't say Japhites. It says the Israelites who saw Shemitic descent, man. All right, so these were the Inca were Israelites, are Israelites, man. All right, they scattered all over the earth, man. All right, just like the so-called Negroes and West Indians and Haitians. All right, so shalom.